Hey guys, this is Sticks. Welcome to Out and About. Today we're in Aliso Viejo, California, and today we're at a doll party held by a good friend of ours here at this beautiful complex. Today we're going to have a lot of people from all over SoCal. We're going to come down and bring different dolls with them to show. We're going to have a combination from A-Zones to Dolphies to Smart Dolls and a few other surprises here and there. So let's go take a look. One of the cool things about this party is that it's actually grown in popularity since its creation in 2016. People from all over, from as far south as San Diego, all the way to up to Bakersfield and even Las Vegas, all come down here for this one event, and it grows every single time. With me today is my wife Alice, who's at her very first doll meet. Along with our girls Amora, who's a regular at some of these, to our new girl Miku, who actually is enjoying her first time here. It's always great seeing everybody getting along with each other as they do, and you never get tired of talking with these people all the time. Not to mention the fact that this is a potluck, so next time you ever come here or go to a meet like this, bring food. Otherwise you become a moocher and nobody likes that. It's always really cool to see the kind of dolls that they bring over to these parties, but being an anime fan, there's three that actually get my attention every time. It was actually the Dolphy Dream dolls that got me interested in this hobby in the first place. They're roughly 60 centimeters tall, which is just under 2 feet. Each doll can be customized by changing their eyes, hairs, hands, body, clothes, and even their bust size. But it's usually the shape of the head that everyone's looking for. And once you have that, you have the ability to design these dolls to be practically anything you want. That's what caught our attention years ago before we finally bought Amora and Miku. And to be honest, it's pretty cool and a lot of fun. But the ability to customize these dolls is always the most important thing here. They can actually be the exact same doll and you would not know that they are just because of the way they're dressed, the way their appearance is. When you change out their hair, the eyes, the costumes, the look, clothing, everything, then you can really make her your own. There's no limit to what these dolls could actually become. And that's what I think is great for anybody who wants to get into this hobby, is that you have a chance to really do something for yourself and something that makes you happy. And then you can show it to everybody else, and then everybody else just appreciates everything that you've done. The A-Zone dolls stand out a little differently than the Dolphies, and I do mean little. Some are roughly 1/3 the size as the Dolphies, but some could be as tall as 50 centimeters or more. They're not as customizable as the Dolphies, but they make up by how cute they are. Their hands and clothing can be changed, and with their small joints and many possible poses, any doll collector can't help but see how adorable they are. And with the dozens of types of A-Zones out there, you'll never get tired of seeing how special they are. The Smart Doll is relatively new to the market. They've only been around for a number of years now, but their popularity has skyrocketed. They were created by an entrepreneur named Danny Cho who lives in Japan. They're the same size as the Dolphies and just as customizable. But there are obvious differences. Their heads and bodies are sculpted differently, and they come with much better skin tones than the DDs. And since Danny is creating more variations of his Smart Doll, you're going to see more people taking interest to these dolls for years to come. And just when I thought things couldn't get any more clear, we actually got two people that showed up right here with Smart Dolls. There's just something very unique about the way they're put together. So, there's just really, there's something fantastic about it. So these are ones you really got to take a look at up close to really see the difference in the quality and the kind of love that was put into what Danny Cho was really trying to capture with the look and feel of these dolls. As you begin to look around at the environment, you can see that everybody's just having a great time. But this party would not be possible without the help of my friend and her boyfriend who set this all up for everyone to enjoy. So right now what I have is a good friend of mine. Unfortunately, since I only know everybody by nicknames, her name is Pandy.
Hi, my name is Pandy. I'm a multi-doll collector. As you can see here, I actually have 3 different types of dolls. Each of them are quite unique and different. I've been into the doll hobby for about 6 years now.
Wow.
So,
see, I thought you only been as long as I have, maybe for 3 years.
No. For the Dolphy Dreams, these are newer to me. I've only had them for a year now. I got Akane around April last year.
April, see?
So one of the reasons why I chose this doll in particular is because years ago when I was first looking into Dolphy Dreams, about 2011, I liked them, but a lot of them were based off of hentai characters, and like, you know, they're kind of a little bit geared towards men a little bit at the
Yeah.
time. Their male fan base in Japan, and most of them were very sweet looking. They're like kind of really young and sweet, and I liked it, and I thought they were cute and charming. But I didn't really feel anything until I saw this particular sculpt, which is Arin Tosaka from Fate's Day Night.
Yeah.
However, at the time, this doll had released in like 2009, 2 years before, and because she was so unique compared to most of the other Dolphies at the time, like her and Saber had more of a mature, like grumpier look, I
Yeah.
guess you could say. I don't know how else to describe it. Like they just look more mature, you know, because they have sharper features, like sharper eyes. Like their eyes are a little more slanted. You know, their cheeks are a little bit. They got more of a point on their chin. You know, sharper nose, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And in anime, I've always liked the mature, strong female characters a lot
Yeah.
growing up. So when I saw the sculpt, she really spoke to me, and I really liked the character as well from the series. She's actually my favorite character from the series, which was a bonus, but it wasn't the main purpose in wanting her. Where most Dolphy Dream owners, a lot of them really like the character, and that's all good and fine. But I like to create my own original characters, so when I saw the sculpt in particular, I just fell in love.
And you named her.
I named her Akane. I waited. I'm glad I waited because her price was like $2,000 originally. Like years,
Wait, $2,000.
yeah, $2,000 second hand back in 2011.
Yeah.
So I was glad there was over the years there was multiple dolls that came out that I was like kind of not like debating if I wanted to get, and I am so glad I waited because they re-released her. Everybody thought they were not going to re-release her, but they did last year
And you're
in a
able to-
lottery.
And you were able to get her at the price that Volk set for her.
Yes, I was able to get her at the price that Volk set her. I did not win the lottery, but someone who won two was kind enough. They knew how badly I wanted one. I was like, if I can't get this Dolphy Dream, I'm never gonna have a Dolphy Dream because this is what I wanted. I waited years, so I knew she was what I wanted.
Yeah.
No other Dolphy Dream could top her for me. Because I just spent years looking at her and wanting her and just knowing and looking at all the different ones. So luckily, that girl was nice enough to sell her at retail for me. About maybe like $50 over for shipping because I had to pay extra shipping fee.
Sure.
But that was it. So I was really happy and thankful that the girl saw that I wanted her so bad, and I don't regret it at all.
And that's
I
the
love
good
this
thing.
doll.
That's the good thing about a lot of people here, and especially in this hobby, is that we look out for each other.
Yeah.
We help each other out if we can to try to help whatever our dream is that we want to have. We help help each other try to achieve it.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Then after this, she just suddenly got a second one, which is this
Yep,
one
a
here.
year later, this is my Volk's Dolphy Dream Len Kagamine. He's from the Vocaloid series. And this is his full set, but later on I plan to customize him.
And he is the first boy, one of the first boy dolls they did.
He's the very first boy Dolphy Dream that Volks has ever made. And he's a Dolphy Dream on a Dolphy Dream sister, which is like the middle size between a Dolphy Dream and then a mini Dolphy Dream, which there's 3 Dolphy Dream sizes.
And unlike the girl dolls, which obviously have certain parts and everything, we all know what they look like. He doesn't. He's obviously has like boy parts and everything.
Yes,
Like,
he has a male torso, and he has different thighs and different legs, but he shares the female's hands and feet.
And you're gonna change him up, right?
Yes. The reason why I chose this doll, I do like Len Kakamine's characters, so I'm going to keep this as like a cosplay for conventions. I'll have him wear that when I'm walking around, maybe cosplaying some Vocaloid characters in the future. But I chose him actually because in my main Dolphy Dream story, she has a younger brother. And I felt that I was debating for a long time since they first announced the Len doll. There was a lot of back and forth thinking about if I really wanted to invest in him. But when the owner photos came out, I noticed that his face was very similar in shape to hers. So if you actually look a little closely to them, their heads are very round in shape. So they have like kind of a similar like cheek structure, I guess.
You're right. There is something similar to
Like where
them.
they both have really big heads and they're kind of got like chubby cheeks, I guess.
Exactly.
And like smaller eyes. So
Right.
I'm going to give him a red tone wig maybe in a different shade, maybe the same, I haven't decided yet. And then he's going to have purple eyes, but whereas Akane's are more magenta in color, they're like a pinky purple, his are going to be bluish purple.
So that's going to be a great look. And do you have a different
Yeah.
name for him already?
Yes, his name is Hisoka.
Hisoka.
Yeah, Hisoka, which means like very bright in Japanese, because his character is like a really smart, like studious, like scholarly type.
There you go.
He's like a very, like, he's book smart, you know. He's more of a geek type. I actually plan to get him glasses too, which is going to be fun.
So you're gonna look great in glasses. Okay, so let me ask you about this one here, because this one here is a little different from the others.
This is my little Azone Kiki Pop. She's from the Kinoko Juice line, which is new with Azone. They partnered with this one artist who had been sculpting these dolls by hand for years.
Oh wow.
But unfortunately, a few years ago, because her dolls were so popular and so hard to get, you had to be in Japan, enter in a lottery, like physically, and they were $900 on Yahoo Auctions was the only way you could get them secondhand. So people were just in love with their, like, you know, like really cute chibi kind of anime style.
Oh yeah.
So they decided to, some people in the hobby decided to do the wrong thing, and they recasted her, unfortunately. So it hurt the artist pretty badly.
Yeah.
She did a Pure Nemo, like a little anime doll collaboration with Azone maybe about 4 years ago in 2013. And that collaboration was very successful, so I think she decided to license the doll line through them because she could hit a wider range of fans, and have it more, Kiki Pop, more available to people around the world, and at a fairer price. She retails for about $250, which compared to the original $950 is much better.
And that was a story that I heard from so many people who collector of dolls in different ways, is that they really want one sometimes, but they have to wait for the prices to come down. But at the same time, they're also waiting for a particular look of a doll that they want. And you know, there could be like 200 of them in there that they may make, whatever, maybe a generic or not whatnot, but there's always one that's going to stand out that you're going to want, and no one's going to tell you otherwise. If you know one that you want, then you know you're going to get that one eventually. And what's so great about it is that you know, they are available to anyone who really wants to get them. Just takes a little doing, a little know-how, and a lot of dumb luck. Pandy, thank you very much for taking the time to show your girls and your little boy to each other. I'm looking forward to see what you can do with him in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
And and then he's gonna be chasing all the girls down. You watch. Thanks again.
Thank you. All right.
That's all the time I have to show right now, but I will have a second video out very soon. There'll be more images from the party and a second interview, which I also did that same day. So I hope you'll tune in and see what it's like. And if you want more information on Dolphy Dreams, or you're looking for more information on Dolphy meetups in your area, log into the DolphyDream.com website. You'll find all the information you're looking for right there. Now, since this is my first video, I want to say a bunch of thank yous to everybody. First, I want to say thank you to my wife, Alice, for putting up with me and being a good sport about me doing all my crazy stuff that I got to do. But what's important is that she's part of this video series, just like I want her to be, and I'm very grateful for that. The second one I want to thank is my sister Lupe, who, I love her. I know I care about her, but she's been pushing me to try to do something like this for some time. So, thank you. Next one I want to thank is my friend Colleen, and she's the one that's actually helped me put together everything from all my videos and everything from my YouTube pages and everything else out there. And the last person I want to thank most of all is a good friend of mine. She goes by the name Derisabella. Take a look at the link below. You'll be able to see access to her page. And take a look at her. She does a lot of things. She's a cosplayer. She's a vlogger. She's a makeup person. She does a lot of things that really you gotta really see for yourself what she's all about. And I adore this girl, and she's worth every second of your time to really see. Thanks again. Next video, I don't know where I'm gonna go, but we'll see how it goes in the future, and hope you guys will tune in. Please subscribe below. Thanks.